All right, hello everyone, and welcome to Lilly's Sky Messages. Welcome to this video, the new moon in Aries. All right, this is going to be our astrology, horoscope, and intuitive reading. And we can see here that the new moon is on Thursday, March 31st, 2022. It is 11 degrees 30 minutes, and the high peak is happening at 11:24 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But shout out to everyone on the East Coast because it's happening on April 1st. Okay, so on the calendar month, the start of the month, you are all going to experience the high peak at 2:24 a.m. Eastern Time. So happy April when it comes to you, and happy new moon in April. It's also April Fool's Day, so definitely, sidebar, check out the real history of April Fool's Day. Very interesting. All right, so we're connecting to, we are making one with our Aries energy. Check your birth chart to see where Aries is. It's always fun to do that. I'm looking at my chart right now. I have my Mars in Aries. So, I definitely can see that in my personality. And definitely, even if I'm upset because of the house it's placed in, let me pull out one of my charts. Because of the house it's placed in, I really care about healing, but I'm not going to put up with mess. That is for sure. I'm very fun and very serious as well. All right, I care about my work. I care about, people's everything, health, the service that I give. It's in that house for me. However, for this new moon, Mars is in the third house. Okay, the third house of Gemini. Hey, shout out to Geminis, right? I think. Okay, that I think energy. And it's about your immediate surroundings, your immediate environment. Also, the Mars energy, because it's ruled by, by Aries. The third house is your fundamental learning. So a lot of us might be thinking of our education and getting basic knowledge, kind of tapping into that Ace of Pentacles too, right? So, learning a new skill, that's going to be very important, okay? It just made me think of the Ace of Pentacles, all right? And your new opportunities, bringing abundance to yourself, prosperity, security, stability, manifesting, okay? Looking into your resources and feeling secure. And the third house represents that learning, that even sibling and communication and activities that you want to do, activities of the mind. You might be inspired to watch a mystery show, Matter of fact, yesterday I watched Death on the Nile, and I love that movie. And I can't think of the actress name, but she was the lead actress in it, I guess like one of the lead or the, and I'm not going to give away the movie, but I really love how they showed Egypt, and it was really pretty. I wanted to see it when it was out in theaters, but I don't know what I was doing at the time. I was busy, but I really loved it. They did a great job, and I like the actor that played the investigator in that. So it was good. I really liked it. It was very beautiful, and I love the 30s themes, and the song at the very end was so good. So I'm like, I never really buy soundtracks. I mean, I love Disney soundtracks, but I'm definitely going to get that soundtrack because I love like 1930s type of music, right? And I wasn't expecting the dance scene in the beginning, so that was good. So anyway, all right, so I really love that third house energy, and having Aquarius there too. That's really cool. Aquarius is another air sign, so I feel like, being mindful of what we're doing, because, the air and the fire meeting up together, things are just bigger and brighter, right? So I think that's going to be a really good moment for us to kind of think about our future with this Aquarius energy in the third house with Mars. It's like you're fighting for your future, and you're really getting creative, and finding out where you want to put yourself. And the funny thing is that you could be searching for something 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, or a few days ago, but then you didn't find exactly what you're looking for. But like today, being that tomorrow will be the new moon, you'll find something that you really like, and whatever it is kind of like you leveling up, so whatever it is that you feel like you're missing, I feel like you'll find it, but also tapping into that that intuition. Okay, so I'm going to try not to go on and on, make this too long, because the tarot video that I made yesterday, I wanted to edit it and all that, and it was too long, and I was like, oh. So in this video, I'm gonna add the beginning that I wanted, so you guys will enjoy that. So yeah, I make it work. So let's see, the sun is in Aries, the moon is in Aries, Mercury is in Aries, Venus is in Aquarius, Mars is in Aquarius, Pisces, you guys have Jupiter, you got that Jupiter energy coming through, okay? Aquarius, again, you have Saturn as well, okay? Pisces, you have Neptune. Taurus, you have Uranus, and you also have the North Node, okay? And if you have the North Node, then Scorpio has the South Node going on for them, all right? And Pluto is in Capricorn, all right? Gemini, you have that Black Moon Lilith going on, so that's going to be very interesting for you. I was reading up on this, and it was very interesting for Geminis. So let me bring that around for you. All right. So this is going to be a very good energy, Gemini, where you are thinking about how you can get to where you want to go. All right. So I don't take the Lilith as negative. I take it as very protective energy, representing, yes, our darker side, our deeper nature, things that we repressed or try to hide or bury. But we're working with Gemini. Remember, Gemini is very social, and with this energy, okay, excuse me, with this energy, I interpret it as not being so willing to speak about everything, right? Because you're a social butterfly and so on. You're very intelligent, but making sure that, your anger doesn't get the best of you. You don't communicate it in that way. And you're more focused on empowering yourself, right? And taking control of what it is that you truly want. All right, that's going to be your power in holding this Lilith energy, right? Now, Aries, again, you have Chiron, and Chiron in the 12th house, a lot of healing everyone's going to be feeling, okay? Because we all have Aries, right? So this reading is for all 12 signs. So with it being in the Chiron being in the 12th house, you want to look at healing and even working past any kind of self-sabotage things that's happening in your life, and allow your visualization, your connection to the spiritual world, allow it to tap into your affirmations, to tap into your visualization of where you want to go, okay? And anything that's unhealthy in your life, really work on clearing it out, especially, if things from your childhood follow you into your adulthood, any kind of unhealed injuries, emotional, physical, okay? And create in your mind your family or the situation you want to create in your mind, and really use that, okay? And become a parent to yourself, and tap into that child nature of yours, okay? So there's only 3 aspects I want to focus on that are very powerful that you can tap into, okay? So let's get into the aspects now. So we have Venus conjuncts Mars, 5 degrees, 49 minutes, okay? And with this, you want to make sure that you're using your attractive energy, your sexual energy in the highest way, right? And be very confident but not selfish, even though if you feel like you've been hurt by someone that Venus conjuncts Mercury. These are 2 powerful same type of energy. One feminine Venus, one masculine Mars, okay? And this connection, right? It represents like a sacred union in mythology, right? So it's a sacred union, you know, of equal but opposite energy, right? That they go about fighting for what they want in different ways, all right? The Mars energy, it's going after its desire, and it uses a lot of physical action, all right? And Venus uses emotions and what it values, and it uses an exchanging energy and a sharing energy with others, but it still receives what it wants. So there's many different ways of interpreting their very powerful energy, okay? And this combination is very social, so you'll find yourself doing things to benefit yourself and what you want, and bringing more harmony into your own life and into your relationships. All right. Now Venus conjuncts Saturn 3 degrees 17 minutes. All right. You may want to focus on how hard it is for your relationships to get started, to establish it. But when you do establish your relationships, they are stable. And being mindful of how quickly you trust. So there, you know, using this energy in the right way, you're not going to trust right away, okay? And it's very important for you to work on problems that you may have. And when you are, and this is so interesting, I found this interesting, when you are falling in love in this conjunction, you're not doing it the traditional way, right? It is more of you with the Saturn energy. You're aware of the pitfalls of love, right? The pitfalls of challenges, right? Because this aspect is the conjunction is a challenging aspect, right? But it's more of a fusing. It's more of a fusing. It's a union. Okay, excuse me. It's a fusing. It's a union. It's binding. It's bringing together. Okay, but then it wants to stay neutral. That's what I was going. Not a challenge, but more of a neutral energy. So you're not going to fall deeply in love, even if you're in a committed relationship. You're still going to kind of have a rules about you, you know, and not really be overly faithful in the sense of you know, doughy eyes. You love the person, but you're still thinking about what's best for you. Okay, so you know, maybe meditate on that kind of understanding. Okay, when it comes to love. And also with this Venus conjunct Saturn, it's really moving towards this goal of building structure with whoever they're with, right? And it could also be with their community, with their partner. And they're very big on what they consider their values, because it's a very strong Saturn energy, okay? And they're just very conventional and care about the rules and making sure that there's some form of structure there. Very Capricorn, you know, ruled by Saturn. And they might seem serious, but it's a way of making sure that things are safe and moving smoothly. So maybe reviewing how you love and how you come together, how you make your union, and making sure that you're thinking and kind of putting up safeguards, right? And not allowing stress to kind of dictate and be like, okay, whatever. All right, so the next one I want to focus on, the last one, and I do believe it is Jupiter conjuncts Neptune, okay? So with this conjunction is very strong emotions, right? And it's tapping into what you feel is ideal, and it's tapping into your spiritual beliefs and your quest for knowledge and your spiritual kind of we're visual creatures, so the art and the beauty and what you're drawn to, and you will even travel to see these things that are inspiring to you. So you're connecting to that Jupiter energy. You might be even thinking, okay, I got a plan to go somewhere that I feel is spiritual. And I felt that happened to me yesterday too. I'm like, I want to go visit somewhere ancient and connect to it. I don't have to fully believe in that spirituality or that thing, but that Jupiter energy and that Neptune, which is all, the 12th house energy, the unseen, the spiritual life, the dream, the astral travel, all of that. I'm like, yeah, I want to go to like Egypt. I want to go to Turkey. I want to go here and see like old relics and stuff like that. So you might be inspired to do that, travel, obtain more knowledge, and just be around energetic people who are passionate about what they love and enjoy, their creativity and the cosmos, right? So it's just getting really in tune with that. And this aspect also, it's moving us to have a greater vision for ourselves, whether it's through our religion or our spiritual belief, but it's having a great grand vision for ourselves. And don't get carried away and be out of touch with reality, but just kind of that can happen with some people where they're just like, they don't want to be in reality anymore, but even people born with this aspect, they're very different from people around them. If they really connect to this particular Jupiter conjunct Neptune, they're just very optimistic, but they're also just very deeply spiritual. All right. So we covered that. Yay. All right. So yes, now try your luck, Sagittarius, because you have the Fortuna. Okay. The lucky energy, or the energy of luck. All right. And yeah, you guys definitely have that. So this will be a great time for you to, go for something that you believe in, that you feel like, okay, I want to, don't blame me, but you just want to, maybe you're feeling lucky, and maybe you'll notice lucky things are happening for you, or you feel inspired to like, hey, why don't I do this? Then, it stands a high chance of working out for you, Sagittarius. All right. So let me get into the astrology reading for everyone. I will start with Aries, because of course it's the new moon in Aries. Okay. So let's get into what I feel is your horoscope, your intuitive reading, guys. All right. And I was looking to find, before I get started, here it is. So the strongest elements, and I love working with the elements, is of course fire, because it is a new moon in Aries, and the second strongest happens to be air, and of course they go together. Okay, so whatever it is, if you are an air sign or a fire sign, really tap into speaking it into existence. That's another powerful thing that can be done on this new moon, is tapping into the elements of fire and air. And whatever element zodiac sign you are, it doesn't matter. You could have more of one element than the one that you're born into, so you can just tap into that. Either way, the energy is here for everybody. Okay, so we kind of went over it at the beginning of the video, but I'm going to go into the horoscope for everyone. So we have Aries. Okay, starting with Aries right now. All right, so Aries, we're doing pretty kind of good with time. Okay, so Aries, we have you in the 4th house, so a lot of your experience is going to be around your family and things that are close to you that needs nurturing. So Aries is going to look into that. Maybe it's friendship, maybe it's a family, and you just want to also, you have Mercury, so choose your words carefully when communicating with others. Okay, you have the Sun, which is self, and you definitely have Chiron for healing. So maybe you need healing, or recognize that someone that you know needs healing. And of course you have the Moon with emotion. So interesting. I was talking to an Aries, so this kind of plays out quite well. Either just be very, whenever you have Mercury, be mindful of how you're communicating, but Mercury is not in retrograde. So that means that you are definitely, and you have Chiron there, so you're definitely going to seek healing for any kind of emotional or personal issues. Okay, smart move. All right, so let's go to Taurus. Taurus has Uranus, and they also have the North Node. So definitely focus on your North Node. Focus on what Taurus means in the North Node, what you're here for. It's a lot of home. It's a lot of things that you own that are important to you, your family. There's definitely a need to make sure that you're protecting your family with this Uranus energy. They're protecting things that you value, things that is important to you. Okay. And Taurus, you having this North Node is very much an awareness and a shift for you. Okay. And bringing more stability into your life and things that are calming and soothing to you and feeling secure and doing what really makes sense. And even when it's hard to do, it's so important. And that's what Taurus with this North Node need. And sidebar, this is for everyone to reflect on, okay, is being aware of home and the structure of home and the things that mean something to you. Like, the things you own in your home, they're important to you. Well, that's important to people that have homes in other places, even if it's not the biggest thing on the news that you hear about, everyone has a home on this planet. So that should be respected, right? Okay, so then we have Gemini in the descending of the chart. Okay, and Gemini has Lilith in the 7th house. So we're looking at marriage and other partnerships and awareness of others, right? Partnerships, dealing strongly with partnerships. So with this Lilith energy, you really, again, want to be mindful of the things that, like if someone's trying to trigger you or you have some kind of hurt going on, you want to master that. And I feel like you can definitely master that and focus in on what is important. Okay. And heal that side of you that needs healing. Okay. And anything that you're trying to repress or bury, definitely don't work on it. And that Lilith energy is there and it's very strong. Okay, Cancer is in the 8th house, so definitely Cancer. Maybe you've worked up a lot of money. Maybe you're receiving money. It's tax time, so hopefully everyone has done that if you haven't yet. But I feel like for you, it's things that are coming into existence for you, things that are connecting for you that needs to connect. Definitely receiving, a lot of receiving, I feel, and you're receiving from the hard work that you have done. Okay, and this is going to be very rewarding to you, so make sure you use those blessings wisely, whether it's monetary or it's kindness. Use it wisely. Okay, Leo, some of you will be experiencing 8th house issues or 9th house issues, getting more information. I feel like some of you might be on the lowest level, not that that's bad, but on the basic level, let's say, you'll be getting information that is vital to you. Okay, on all 9th house issues like travel, law, something that was written down that is an important thing to you, education, new plans, okay, new plans for future goals, and maybe receiving the support that you need for that. Okay, so that could be interpreted that way. We have Virgo in the MC, so this is a great time for you to shine. You'll be experiencing a lot of 9th house and 10th house issues. 10th house being your career and the power that you hold, the power that you want, your life status. So you're really looking at exploring new ways of doing things and what you want to achieve. All right, Libra, 10th house and 11th house. So Libra, this is great for you, Libra. You are thinking about the future and making future plans and taking steps to lead you in that way. And also with the 11th house, you are looking at friendships. Some of you will be inspired to connect to friends. Some of you may not want to connect to friends because you're thinking about just yourself right now and your future goals. So you might be rolling out of your cocoon, and some of you might kind of want to stay in it a little bit longer, okay? And then take it from there, okay? Now, Scorpio, you are experiencing 11th house, 12th house issues. You do have the South Node, so make sure that you are working on being very strict with yourself and making decisions right now, very important, that is going to give you stability, okay? I mean, saying this for Scorpios, stability, 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 okay? Doing things that will keep you stable, okay? Making sure that you are agreeing to things that is important to you. I have to do a South Node and North Node video. I don't even remember if I did it or not. I don't think I did. Okay, so very important. Don't go into the 12th house dreamy state too much. Be very realistic, and I feel like you guys will get a lot of 11th house help if you choose it, to aspire to really network and do the things that you need to do and make those things manifest into reality, okay? Again, Sagittarius, you do have the fortune. You are in the ascending. You're in the first house energy, a lot of that. So it's really, you're a fire sign like Aries, so you need to focus on you. And I put on here for everyone the I am energy. The I am mindset means that your mind is really thinking about I am and whatever you are projecting. I love to do that affirmation. I teach it in classes. You know, I taught it in classes, the I am energy. Okay, so you want to put yourself first and what is important to you, right? Your important needs, okay? And you want to stay focused on your happiness, your health, and your goals. And of course, while you're working so hard, we have to make time to relax and enjoy, okay? And it is a start of spring, so we're going to get all this kind of inspiration. And I feel with Sagittarius in the first house, it's a lot of fun energy. It's a lot of inspiration, not only for Sag, but for everyone. You know, we're all under the same house, the same wheel. So it's really giving us this energy of putting attention on what we want for ourselves. Now, on the other hand, Sagittarius have to be very careful what they do when you are in the 10th house, but also when you're in the ascending, right? And you're really going to, I feel like there's a strong energy of not really caring about what anyone else thinks, and a very optimistic energy that Sagittarius brings. It's like, go for it, have fun, and once Sag is having fun, everyone is having fun. And that's how it goes for everyone. You know, it's just really enjoying yourself. Now, Capricorn is in the second house, okay, alongside Pluto. Okay, so the second house is dealing with money and the things we value. That's Taurus's house, all right? And with the Pluto energy, I always like to think of Pluto as really looking at everything that's happening, right? And Capricorns can do that. You can look at everything that's happening and see what needs to be changed, what needs to end, and what needs to be renewed. It's like that death and rebirth, right? Energy. So it's really waking up to something new, letting go of what is not working, okay? Especially, say, anything that is your personal talents or resources. If something's not working, if a skill isn't working, it needs to be updated, do that. If something is important to you, do that. It ties in with what you own, what you possess, and your money. So we can all learn from that, not only Capricorn. All right? Very powerful. Aquarius has Mars, and Aquarius has, let me bring up this bad boy. And I meant to do that too, and I completely forgot. Okay, so Aquarius has Mars, Venus, and Saturn as well, okay? So we're feeling the Saturn in the third house of communicating, the Mars and the Venus energy. The third house is Gemini's house. So with these three powerful planets here, you're really focusing on yourself, your goals, what you want, okay, and bringing structure to for yourself. With these three planets, it's like the fight is for you to win with this Aquarius energy, okay? Aquarius, you're really getting a lot of advice. You can get a lot of advice if you want. If you want to seek out information, it will come to you. Whatever your question is, your problem is, the answer will come to you. That's what I truly feel, okay? And when you have these two planets, it's like that conjunction, that energy. It's really doing what is smart, okay? Doing what you feel guided to and trusting that intuition, okay? And making sure that you're really building the relationship, the structure, and establishing what you want for your life, okay? And it's like you are willing to fight for it. For some of you, it's really rebuilding structure, and for others, it's like bringing on structure into your next chapter in your life. Pisces has Jupiter, and Pisces has Neptune, okay, in the IC, okay? So be careful who you trust with your things, your thoughts, things that's important to you. Definitely want to keep that private. And of course, that is happening, Neptune in the 4th house, Jupiter in the 4th house. So it's all about home, securing your family, maybe even to the basic levels, home security, or just feeling secure in within yourself, within your family, your emotions, who you are. Maybe you're not connecting with family. I feel like some of you listening to this might not be connecting with family. There's not a good relationship there. So you have to find your own inner strength. You have to like nurture yourself. And, maybe it's not the right time to say something, or, you can kind of test out the room or test out the situation and don't feel pushed to say something, do something. It's a good time to kind of secure yourself so you don't make a mistake. Okay? So just doing what is best for you, connect to that Jupiter energy, connect to knowing that it being in the 4th house is good things happening for the home, good things happening for yourself, or even your parents, or if you are a parent yourself. So you're tapping into, you're connecting to really manifesting what you want, and it has to be close to home. And definitely with the Neptune energy, even take it to the astral world, the mind first. Like we create everything in our mind, even right before you go to sleep, set an affirmation. So really connect to these planetary energies, okay? So that is the reading. I hope I didn't forget anything. I wanted to show something else, and I'm getting distracted right now, which is a pain, okay? But let me move this over here. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys on this other chart. It's my first time using this one. But yeah, so I hope that everyone will enjoy their new moon in Aries. I hope that you guys take this moment to welcome spring, do something fun for yourself, create some kind of quiet time, and really take in this energy. All right, so happy new moon. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but happy new moon in Aries. Happy spring to everyone. Happy end of March, and definitely happy April to everyone on the East Coast as well. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.